Hello and welcome, folks. This is your host, CharmieRose, A.K.A. Akane Chou, and we are today playing Dear Esther Landmark Edition. So, with that, let's get started. So we have the lighthouse, the buoy, the caves, and the beacon. So, from what I've heard and what I've actually looked at, is that apparently this game is about 2 hours long. I'm going to try and finish it from start to end, from start to finish, and see of what happens, see if we enjoy this, and just basically, yeah, let's get started.
Dear Esther, I sometimes feel as if I've given birth to this island. Somewhere between the longitude and latitude, a split opened up, and it beached remotely here. No matter how hard I correlate, it remains a singularity, an alpha point in my life that refuses all hypothesis. I return each time leaving fresh markers that I hope, in the full glare of my hopelessness, will have blossomed into fresh insight in the interim.
Anybody home? No? Ugh. Nasty, you'll think. Oh, there's a few books here. We've got some maps. Oh, music notes. Okay. So this place was once inhabited by humans. Then... oh, we've got some playing cards. Is anybody gonna shuffle the deck for me so we can play a game of cards? No? Oh, okay. Oh, a nice pot of tea as well. And oh, are we cooking some baked beans over here? Anyways, let's keep looking around. Oh, that. Hello? Hello? Anybody up here? No? Oh, hi. Is this a scientific diagram? Or a scientific problem? Yeah, I see hello. I see the words H-I, hi. Are you saying hi to me? Can you help me find my way home? I apparently lost my ship and my boat, and everything's just kind of here, I guess. Let's go down this pathway. Alright, so we're on a beach now. A pretty beach with a pretty ocean view. If only I was a pirate. With a large ship that I could get off this island with. And we've got, what is this? Cages? Are we trying to fish for things in the ocean here? Or are we trying to capture a beast? Is there a creature here? Hello? Please don't tell me there's a creature here. I don't have the means of fighting a creature right now.
At night, you can see the lights sometimes from a passing tanker or trawler. From up on the cliffs, they are mundane. But down here, they fugue into ambiguity. For instance, I cannot readily tell if they belong above or below the waves. The distinction now seems banal. Why not everything and all at once? There's nothing better to do here than indulge in contradictions whilst waiting for the fabric of life to unravel.
your diagram, whoever did this. It's very nice. What is this? Ooh, X marks the spot. Ooh, does that mean that there's treasure here? Anybody? Give me a shovel! I want to dig up treasure. Well, let's keep going, I guess, until maybe we find treasure. Maybe we can come back here and dig up the treasure. Or does that diagram mean something else? Who knows?
Dear Esther, I found myself to be as featureless as this ocean, as shallow and unoccupied as this bay, a listless wreck without identification. My rocks are these bones, and a careful fence to keep the precipice at bay. Shot through me caves, my forehead a mount. This aerial will transmit into me so. All overexposed, the nervous system, where Donnelly's boots and yours and mine still trample. I will carry a torch for you. I will leave it at the foot of my headstone. You will need it for the tunnels that carry me under.
So if I find your body, you want me to bury you over here. Okay. Will you help me find a body? Da, 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 da. You never come out anymore. Close the door. I need help right now. We used to be best buddies, but now we're not. Please, oh, please tell me why. Do you wanna help me hide a body? Nah, just kidding. Look at that view. Dang! That pretty. That pretty. And up the mountain we go.
Reading Donnelly by the weak afternoon sunlight. He landed on the south side of the island, followed the path to the bay and climbed the mount. He did not find the caves, and he did not chart the north side. I think this is why his understanding of the island is flawed, incomplete. He stood on the mount and only wondered momentarily how to descend. But then, he didn't have my reasons. When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
That's a pretty scene. Pretty scenery. I guess we're mountain hiking, guys. Who here likes going hiking? I know I do.
We are not like Lot's wife, you and I. We feel no particular need to turn back. There's nothing to be seen if we did. No tired old man parting the cliffs with his arms. No gifts or Bibles laid out on the sand for the taking. No tides turning or the shrieking gulls overhead. The bones of the hermit are no longer laid out for the taking. I have stolen them away to the guts of this island, where the passages all run to black, and where we can light each other's faces by their strange luminescence.
I mean, you could take dirt and make water and turn that into a paste of sorts and put that on your face and make it like painting your face. That way you wouldn't be so bored.
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life. I threw my arms wide and the cliff opened out before me, making this rough home. I transferred my belongings from the bothy on the mount and tried to live here instead. It was cold at night and the sea lapped at the entrance at high tide. To climb the peak, I must first venture even deeper into the veins of the island, where the signals are blocked altogether. Only then will I understand them, when I stand on the summit and they flow into me, uncorrupted.
Okay, so you're speaking of Damascus, but yet you have all these scientific things over here. Now, did you used to be a scientist, or did you used to be a blacksmith? Because that's what I'm trying to figure out here. Good sir. I mean, you've got some nice paintings going on here on these cave walls. Very, very nice. What is this supposed to be, an octopus? And then are these like supposed to be stem cells or something? Who knows? But we're gonna continue on because it's adventure time! Now, as we also see here though, there's a... Let me get a better shot of that. There's a tower over there near the house. And then there's an abandoned boat of sorts over there in the corner. If only we could check that out. I know we couldn't check out that tower at the house though, because we've already went in the house and we saw that spiraling staircase for the lighthouse, so if only we could venture that, but that's okay. Let's move along here. I swear that was like a pathway up there or something. But there is a lighthouse over there. Is that something? I see that blinking red light.
He still maintains he wasn't drunk, but tired. I can't make the judgment or the distinction anymore. I was drunk when I landed here, and tired too. I walked up the cliff path in near darkness and camped in the bay where the trawler lies beached. It was only at dawn that I saw the bothy and decided to make my temporary lodgings there. I was expecting just the aerial and a transmitter stashed in a weatherproof box somewhere on the mount. It had an air of uneasy permanence to it. Like all the other buildings here, erosion seems to have evaded it completely.
Oh, there are books here. A chemistry book and a Bible? Okay. Were you guys doing a kind of a ritual over here? A sacrificial ritual? I'm sorry if I was disturbing it. let's not stick around for that. On we go, down the open road, on the road again, on the road again. Let's see here. Oh, it's getting quite dark. If only I could make camp here. That'd be great. Oh. Oh. Am I supposed to jump down there? Because I can't get back up. I can't jump in this game.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services, but although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Okay, so there's... I'm guessing this is the buoys. There's an abandoned ship over there, but there's two paths. I have a fork in the road. So which way shall I go? You know what, let's go this way first. See what's over here before we continue on. Because I know that's gonna take a while over there to walk through all that. Oh, does this pathway take me down here anyway? There's a ship over there. Or is that a... Wait, no, those are one of the... That's one of those floating buoy things with the lights on them. Never mind, I thought that was another ship. I thought you could take me home, but never mind. As we go along here.
It's only at night that this place makes any sluggish effort at life. You can see the buoy and the aerial. I've been taking to sleeping through the day in an attempt to resurrect myself. I can feel the last days drawing upon me. There's little point now in continuation. There must be something new to find here. Some nook or some cranny that offers a perspective worth clinging to. I've burnt my bridges. I've sunk my boats and watched them go to water.
And neither did he eat nor drink. Oh, that's something. Okay. I guess we go down to the ships then. Eat no drink. Who are you talking about, Mr. Ship? Well, let's go inside the ships and find out. Because normally ships would have plenty of food and water if you're carrying any, but oh, these are the kind of ships that carry like shipments of like pallets and stuff. Okay. I see. Maybe we could open up these boxes and see what's inside for like survival, maybe? What was that? I heard something just now. What was that? Apparently we can't go onto the ships because I don't see any entrance. Okay, that's just the ship making noise now. though. That's so real. That's so surreal. Holy. Wow. Stop it with your chain clangy clang. Jesus, I hear you. Protect me from the wind. Okay, anyways. Moving along.
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Yeah, kidney stones are not fun. No, they're not. I mean, I've never experienced having them, but I hear that they hurt a lot. So no thank you. I feel sorry for you that you had to deal with that while being abandoned on this island. If that was the case.
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Excuse me? Hello? Are you saying that there's something up here? You have a painting here that says that there's something up here. But I can't climb up it. Such a shame. I guess we have to go around the long way and figure out how to get there. Okay, anyways. I guess we're going this way then. Oh, but that seems dangerous to go down. Let's go around this way. This seems like a safer path to take. Takes us kind of the same way anyway, so it's all good and dandy. Handy dandy. Oh, there's lodging! There's lodging!
I've begun to climb, away from the sea and towards the center. It is a straight line to the summit, where the evening begins to coil around the aerial and squeeze the signals into early silence. The bothy squats against the mount to avoid the gaze of the aerial. I too will creep under the island like an animal and approach it from the northern shore.
Excuse me, did someone give birth here? Or was there a surgery taking place for your kidney stones? I'm sorry. I'll leave now. Sorry for the disruption. I guess you guys are on break right now, but I know you guys will be back, probably. But let's not stick around for that.
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
So, goats caught a disease and he died shortly from getting the disease. Okay, so goats were part of this logic then. Okay, cool. So this used to be a farm, and this is the farmer's house. Let's check it out. That's another painting. Sort of like the same as the last one. Are you leaving your mark of signage for me here, letting me know that you're here still somewhere? Are you guiding me? Where are you taking me? Knock knock, anybody home?
When the oil lamps ran out, I didn't pick up a torch, but used the moonlight to read by. When I've pulled the last shreds of sense from it, I will throw Donnelly's book from the cliffs and perhaps myself with it. Maybe it will wash back up through the caves and erupt from the spring when the rain comes, making its return to the hermit's cave. Perhaps it will be back on the table when I wake. I think I may have thrown it into the sea several times before.
These clothes seem to be fresh with wetness, sir. And there's blood on the tub there. Are you still around here? Oh, there's a bed. Hello. Shh. Let me get out of here. Oh, there's a bird. Sorry if I'm disturbing your sleep. I'm sorry. That's really pretty though. Somebody's sleeping over there. It looks like somebody's taking a slumber. Over there. Did someone make refuge in there?
In a footnote, the editor comments that at this point, Donnelly was going insane as syphilis tore through his system like a drunk driver. He's not to be trusted. Many of his claims are unsubstantiated, and although he does paint a colourful picture, much of what he says may have been derived directly from his fever. But I've been here, and I know, as Donnelly did, that this place is always half imagined. Even the rocks and caves will shimmer and blur with the right eyes.
So you had a companion who was losing their mind and went insane. I feel sorry for you. I'm sorry.
They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. His fingernails were raw and bitten to the quick. They found the phosphorescent moss that grows in the caves deep under the nails. Whatever he'd been doing under the island when his strength began to fail is lost. He'd struggled halfway up the cliff again, perhaps in a delirium, perhaps trying to reach the Bothy's fire before curling into a stone and expiring.
So they froze a body, or somehow his body got frozen and did not decompose.
Climbing down to the
So they
caves,
did research.
I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
Okay, I heard singing just now. Is there... I'm sorry, is there a siren in here? A mermaid? Are you trying to lure me in with your beautiful song? Oh, wait, there's a candle that's lit. Hey, someone's here. There's a candle. And it's freshly lit. Excuse me. Ooh, why do I not like the look of this? Oh god, oh god.
From here, this last time, I have understood there is no turning back. The torch is failing along with my resolve. And hear the singing of the sea creatures from the passages above me, and they are promising the return of the gulls.
Where am I? Oh god. Okay. This is a very, very pretty cave. Can I be let out, please? I did not mean to fall in. But there's candles here, strangely. Is someone here? Excuse me. Is there somebody here? Hello? Oh, this is very pretty though. Look how pretty that is. Glowing lights on the rocks. You can't get any better than that. Oh my god, that's pretty. Anyways. This cave is very, very nice, very homely. I would definitely make refuge in here, probably. Ooh. Okay, maybe, yeah, I wouldn't mind making refuge in here with all these pretty lights. You get these, what is this, mushrooms, flowers on the ground. They're very pretty. I like the fluorescence. It's very nice.
I first saw him sat by the side of the road. I was waiting for you to be cut out of the wreckage. The car looked like it had been dropped from a great height. The guts of the engine spilled over the tarmac, like water underground.
Oh my. Okay, surely you must have been a scientist, because these look very... very scientific. Moving along. Are these supposed to be circuits? Sorts? We've got stem cells, we've got circuits, we've got other paintings of sorts. Someone was definitely passing their time around here. Hello. definitely look like circuits. What is this painting you keep doing of the same thing? NH2OH. Oxygen? Yeah, no, these are very scientific things going on here. Sir, are you a scientist? Was this your bathhouse that you were taking time in? I'm sorry, but I don't know how to solve those problems. I don't know what circuits you're trying to convey. Oh, okay. Do we fall in here now too? I'm gonna click out yes, maybe? Okay, so we're going up. Very pretty though. Hello? Where's the door? I guess we can't go this way. I guess I'll go this way then. Water photo. Oh, okay. Oh, so we were supposed to fall into there to get to this area. Okay. For leaving candlelight, that way I know where I'm going. Whoever left it behind. Storyteller or whoever is writing these letters and letting me know what happened here. This is very pretty though. Get out of this cave though. I would like to be back out in the air, in the sky.
If the caves are my guts, this must be the place where the stones are first formed. The bacteria phosphoresce and rise, singing through the tunnels. Everything here is bound by the rise and fall, like a tide. Perhaps the whole island is actually underwater.
The whole island is underwater, then call this Atlantis. Holy shit. I kind of want to check out this area there down below. Ooh, we've got pretty gemstones growing. Are these crystals? I wonder what kind of crystals those are. Diamond, maybe? Where's my pickaxe so I can mine these diamonds? I need my diamond armor. Oh wait, this isn't Minecraft. Sorry. I hear your beautiful singing, oh siren. Where are you, my beautiful siren? My beautiful mermaid? No? Okay. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. It's absolutely great. I can't tell you just how good of a job you guys did. But I'm loving this game so far. I'm loving the storytelling as well. For whoever is doing the storytelling. But like, look at that. The shimmer on the rocks. And like the water, again, like mirroring effect of the water on against the rocks, like that's so pretty. You guys did such a great job with like all the detail and everything. I don't know, like for game developers, I don't know how long it takes for them to get like all this beautiful detail done. But oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this! I know it's like probably obsidian or something, but like that's so pretty. It looks like you're looking at the night sky, like filled with stars. Like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Okay. Oh my goodness. That looks so like it's like looking in one of those bottle things of where like they have like all those little gem things and like you just turn it and turn it and turn it and it's like it makes all these different shapes and colors and oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Job well done.
This cannot be the shaft they threw the goats into. It cannot be the landfill where the parts of your life that would not burn ended up. It cannot be the chimney that delivered you to the skies. It cannot be the place where you rained back down again to fertilize the soil and make small flowers in the rocks.
Very nicely done. I like how like the moonshine is coming down from above. That's so pretty. Behold, Damascus taken. Oh, wait, was that back there? Was that Damascus? Things that blacksmiths use? Behold, Damascus is taken. Oh, okay, that's a lot of circuitry you got going on here. With the paintings and the whatnots and the stem cells and the same octopus looking painting that you keep putting. Damascus is taken. Okay, we know that you took Damascus. We know that you mined Damascus here. But why do you keep saying Damascus? Damascus. Damascus is taken. What's the point of that? I don't understand. Away from being a city. Excuse me? What does that mean? Away from being a city. And it shall be a ruinous herd. Is that right? A ruinous heap? Yeah, that says heap. And it shall be a ruinous heap. Damascus is taken away from being a city, and it shall be a ruinous heap. What does that mean? Are you guys trying to build a city again? With all the Damascus? Are you trying to make a metal city? Please, give me some more answers. Oh, okay, are we supposed to go in here? Okay, I guess we do. That's so pretty though. You actually have to go through underwater to get to another shipping point. And the waterfall. I'm guessing we gotta fall into here. Oh, dear God. Wow, there's a car here? There's a car here. There's cars here. Can I go up the hill? Maybe get out of this water? In a city of sorts. I was just trying to go up the hill to get out. What? Was I supposed to venture more in there? Hello? Okay, I guess we continue on then. Why are we... Hello? Okay. Why... Oh. Okay. Oh, that's a pretty beautiful moon. That's beautiful.
I sat here and watched two jets carve parallel white lines into the sky. They charted their course, and I followed them for 21 minutes until they turned off near Sanford and were lost. If I were a gull, I would abandon my nest and join them. I would starve my brain of oxygen and suffer delusions of transcendence. I would tear the bottom from my boat and sail across the motorways until I reached this island once again.
That there was cars and that we were in a city portion of sorts. Or was that because I was underwater and losing my mind? Thinking
I returned home
city?
with a pocket full of stolen ash. Half of it fell out of my coat and vanished into the car's upholstery. But the rest I carefully stowed away in a box I kept in a drawer by the side of my bed. It was never intended as a meaningful act, but over the years it became a kind of talisman. I'd sit still, quite still for hours, just holding the diminishing powder in my palm and noting its smoothness. In time, we will all be worn down into granules, washed into the sea and dispersed.
I'm sorry. That looks like sacrificial, but at the same time, you probably took refuge there to help with your kidney stones or something. I don't know. Whatever injury that you were going through at the time. But that looked like a resuscitation sort of thing. This is very... wow. So are we slowly losing our minds here? More scientific stuff that I don't understand. That's a picture of someone with a staff behind them. Can't tell. Okay, car parts. So there was definitely a car here. Somebody probably crashed in here a long time ago. But these candles are guiding
All
me
by the
somewhere.
roadside, by the exit for Damascus, all ticking and cooled, all feathers and remorse, all of these signals routed like traffic through the circuit diagrams of our guts, those badly written boats torn bottomless in the swells, washing us forever ashore.
Okay, what does that say? Light from heaven shone around him. Light from heaven shone around him. Okay. That's... huh. This is interesting so far. Like, it's leaving subtle hints here and there. Like, as if this is a puzzle of sorts that you have to figure out. Of, like, what happened.
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
Oh wow. So you turned all the letters that you were writing to Esther into little paper boats. But they spread all over the ocean and on the beach. Oh. You poor guy. You poor unfortunate soul. I'm so sorry that you had to go through all this. I know I'm going the opposite way again, but I just want to see if there's anything else here. we're gonna go back. But you poor guy. I'm so sorry. I mean, being on an abandoned island, that's pretty... oof. And here we are experiencing it somewhat. That's so sad. Like, was there no form of like a boat or anything that we could take? On a sudden, light from heaven shone around him and he fell to the ground. All of a sudden, a light from heaven shone around him as he fell to the ground. Oh. Okay. Okay. Wow. Is that another diagram over there on the mountain that I'm seeing? Oh my goodness. Leaving all sorts of signs everywhere. I don't get it, but at the same time, that's pretty cool. But I mean, after all, this is a story that we're hearing and listening to as we're venturing through this. There's no way up this mountain anyway, so just thought I'd see if there was another way around.
A sound of torn metal, teeth running over the edge of the rocks, a moon that casts a signal as I lay pinned beside you, the ticking of the cooling engine, and the calling from a great height, all my mind as a bypass.
Yikes. I'm sorry. Are we here as Esther to figure out what happened to you? Is that it?
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
This is very morbid of sorts. I mean, and as he was proceeding on his journey, okay, so the story does not end here. As he was proceeding on his journey, and was come near to and was come near to Damascus. To Damascus. And he was...
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
He was 3 days without sight, and neither did he eat nor drink. That's... wow. And he was 3 days without sight, and neither did he eat nor drink. That is very prominent. Going without food or water for days beyond days.
The stones in my stomach will weigh me down and ensure my descent is true and straight. I will break through the fog of these godforsaken pills and achieve clarity. All my functions are clogged, all my veins are choked. If my leg doesn't rot off before I reach the summit, it will be a miracle. There are 21 connections in the circuit diagram of the anti-lock brakes. There are 21 species of gull inhabiting these islands. It is 21 miles between the Sandford Junction and the turn-off for home. All these things cannot, will not be a coincidence.
You sound very frustrated. Like, I can understand that. Like, you're in so much pain. All your functions are shutting down because you have not had any food or water or anything really to survive off of. Like, oh my god, I can see as to why you're getting frustrated. By the way, the sights are really pretty. If you don't just take paint and just like graffiti the whole entire place. Came to pass that as I made my journey and was ready to go up there I would read the rest of that, but I don't know what it says. I can't make sense of it. Oh, light shone around him and as he fell. No. That came round about me.
drunk, Esther. He was not drunk at all. He had not drunk with Donnelly or spat Jakobsen back at the sea. He had not careered across the lost shores and terminal beaches of this nascent archipelago. He did not intend his bonnet to be crumpled like a spent tissue by the impact. His windscreen was not star-studded all over like a map of the heavens. His paintwork etched with circuit diagrams, strange fish to call the gulls away. The phosphorescence of the skid marks lighting the M5 all the way from Exeter to Damascus. The Ariel. In my passing, I will send news to each and every star. Dear Esther, I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an Ariel, a beacon that they will not forget you. We have always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
Well, wait, what? All of that just to get to the top of that tower and commit suicide? Excuse me? Oh, wait, what? We're flying? Are we flying? That's it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we end up going through that whole thing to get to the top of the mountain, to get to that light beacon, only to jump off it. I assumed to do suicide, but that was not the case. I believe that for this story, we were walking around as the guy, as the storyteller, who had probably lost his mind, who had probably died along the way, but as a spirit of him being born as a, I guess, an angel, because we were flying in the end. I'm guessing we were in limbo. Yeah, that's some pretty heavy shit right there. That we were probably that spirit of the storyteller who left his letters behind for Esther, and that this abandoned island was where we died, but it was also our limbo, and that we could not rest in peace until we told our story. That's wow. Alright, or was that just one part of the story? No, that was the whole thing. Okay, yeah. Alright, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this as much as I have. If you liked this video, or leave a like. If you want to go ahead and follow my channel, leave a subscription, hit that subscribe button. And also like hit that bell so that way you know of when like I'll put up videos or like recordings, or like even when I'm streaming. Hit that bell for notifications of when I'm up and doing activities. Alrighty, so with that, this has been your host, CharmieRose, aka Akane Chou. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!